So last night, Project Luminous got revealed, and it was about the High Republic, which was predicted because of the rumors that got spread, but yet they were rumors, so couldn't take the word on it. So it wasn't that I was, believing that, but it turned out, yep, it was the High Republic, and I really liked the kind of footage of them kind of all plotting ideas together. I really did get intrigued with it, because it's like just the concept of getting the familiar but getting the new aspects of Star Wars, getting the Jedi but also getting the Nile, getting something familiar and getting something new. Because I've always been campaigning of Star Wars is such a huge and broad universe, and every time I feel like they keep connecting everything into the Skywalker universe and the Skywalker saga, and related to the Skywalkers or related to Palpatine, it just makes the universe feel just a little bit smaller each time you figure out this next character related. It works in the scheme that it's all about family, that kind of saga, the Skywalker saga. But point being that I wanted Star Wars universe going forward to be very different than what we know, but yet still feel like Star Wars, and I think that's what we're getting. And of course, I'm going to read the books, I'm going to read the comics, I'm intrigued, I think, I'll be excited when it gets closer. I'll be excited once, you start to see, these ideas really form together, and I just like the idea of what they're going for. The idea that they're getting a bunch of different brains together and saying, hey, create some good stories, create some cool planets, create some cool storylines that can be enjoyed by different groups of people. Maybe make one more kid-centric, make one more for if you like the Skywalker saga, one for maybe if you like these standalone films, So it's kind of like the idea of like these, hopefully, and what they're kind of seeming to go at is that these books are supposed to be applicable to all ages, in that there'll be an adventure, there'll be a story for each specific Star Wars fan, and that's something interesting. Now, the one thing I have, it's just like I wish that this care was brought to the films, because it just didn't seem that way. It seemed like this whole idea of this building up all these books and comic books, and I enjoy that, but there's a part of me that's out there that it's like, you definitely should make this into a film as soon as possible. I'm sure they will. I guarantee you they will. Especially, well, I don't know if they will. I'll say that. If one of the book, if it just takes one. If one of the books becomes a masterpiece and everybody loves it and it gets sold out and it becomes a bestseller, then they will 100,000% decide, we're going to make a movie off of this book. I think they will still make a movie of this, about the different books and the High Republic. I feel like no matter what, really. But definitely if it does really good. But I don't know. I just feel like, I feel like they should bring this kind of mindset of trying to get the best ideas and storytelling to the films. I feel like they didn't have a plan for the films, and now when they decide to do this Project Luminous thing, it almost feels like a kind of like a forgiveness letter to the fans. It's like, we didn't have a plan for the sequel trilogy, but this Project Luminous is gonna be the next big MCU type thing. I don't know. I don't compare things to MCU. I don't think it was something that I can accept now. Like, okay, now you give us a plan. Now you give us good ideas and good strategies when attacking a project. But you can't take back the Skywalker saga. You can't take back the planless. And again, I like the whole entire Skywalker saga. I know that the prequels, and I kind of like the sequels. But the fans and the reviews and all that, maybe not so much. And so, I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic as where I'm so excited for these different books, for these different comics, and seeing what's in store and the different stories. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, Star Wars, I guess, sometimes fools me in the past, and the hope is otherwise. The hope is otherwise, and the hope is that ultimately they just deliver me and deliver the fans just good Star Wars storytelling. You know, because Star Wars, I feel like, is simple at its core, but it can be so deep in what it is. The idea of good versus evil. But what is evil? What is good? What is these different Force and the Jedi and all that? All these, and then maybe some scoundrels, maybe people caught in between the war. So I'll be interesting. I think the Nile looks really cool. I'll be excited for that. Just the idea of the round table of the Jedi in its prime. I mean, that all sounds interesting. Like, who knows? Maybe the guarantee is that they're all playing this stuff up. And what if what if it barely seems like it's this and it barely seems, I don't know. I don't care. I'll be excited. It's Star Wars. That's the bottom line. I'll be excited about anything. Star Wars. Does that mean I think it'll be good? Does that mean I think it'll be amazing? Do I think it will be good? Do I think I'll even like it? I don't know. But it's Star Wars. The franchise that brought us A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi and Clone Wars and Dark Disciple that I love. Claudia Gray wrote that, and now she's come back to write one of the High Republic books. And so, point being that I just think I'll be excited for it. Now, if it's gonna be good or bad, I think it's too early to tell. I like the concepts that they're going for, but I mean that's I don't know the storyline, so still too early to tell. Stay tuned for more videos coming right at you.